Hey guys, how's it going? It's Invicta TV here, and I want to do this play-by-play by first starting out to say that this map, Last Exit, is objectively one of the absolute worst Trials maps, and for them to not only put out once, not put out twice, but to now have put out 3 times in the course of year 3. This map is objectively terrible across all game modes, but especially in Trials, and the reason why is we don't flip spawns and one side is objectively way stronger than the other, and that is to say, not my side currently, but the opposite team side. Also, I want to point out that if you use a shotgun at the start of Trials, like Zyto Ranger there, then you are a complete loser. I understand that Destiny is full of scumbaggery, which includes my fusion nades and sword peeking, but pulling out the shotgun just to get that first round is an absolutely pathetic move, and that goes for any streamer and any player out there. Now, granted, that doesn't make you a terrible person at heart, and it does not mean that you are terrible at the game. It is just a highly scumbaggy move. Now, not much to be said about this play-by-play so far. There is a definite push on this map into that grass spot right there where I got stuck from. It's very easy for warlocks to slap over that. It's very easy for hunters and warlocks to get grenades off, especially sticky grenades. It can be very frustrating. It's very tough to play this, and I do make the call, hey, I'm gonna go Mida. Also, this area right here is this locker room area that we have to defend at is so strong for lightning grenades and spike grenades. That archetype just really takes out people from my side of the map, because we can go locker area where all of our walls are flat and easy to throw nades on, or we can go inside, in which case we're just sitting ducks for them to get multiple angles on us. The only real good defense that we can have is possibly going inside inside one of our players, outside wide lockers, one player, and then one player grass spot, and the 2 people outside have to focus anybody that pushed the grass, and the guy inside has to keep people from going through that door. And that's just the only real like chess move defense formation that we could possibly have. Let me try to avoid this damage here. It is just terrible. It is really tough to combat anything on this side of the map in general. In fact, the best strategy ends up being that you honestly want to go through tunnels and make it into their spawn and push out from their spawn just like you were them playing. That was bogus right there. I was very distraught. What do I call this? Sword skating is not always the best thing to do. I was just trying to be silly on that, but it still bit me in the ass anyway. So there hasn't been much reason to really play-by-play so far. Now's when things get interesting. We finally got our point on the board. I talked about the generic map strategy for this. That really, on both sides, there's really terrible strategies that you can use and abuse to win the map. Oh, I also forgot to say that the other side gets basically control of the point soonest. They have so many more head glitches on rock side. They have so many different angles to push if you're trying to play passive outside as well to combat them. And all of your pushes and angle taking is level ground, so it's super easy for them to know exactly where you will be, and you don't know 100% know which spot they'll be taking over here. And so this is the strategy right here that I'm talking about, pushing in to their side of the map. And unfortunately, look at that. That guy wasn't even initially on my radar. It's still tough that once people have certain setups and stuff like that by that point, but we managed to clutch it out. I am carrying here. I want to point this out. That guy got revive and he stuck me. I did stay alive because Ram, I think. I actually might have just stayed alive anyway because res shields and Ram made it look a little bit more. I don't know. But that was good. Our teammates got it done. Not much to say there. They did get I was calling out that the guy had self-res. They did get that self-res taken care of when it popped up. They got my revive. I took out a sticky grenade. He focused me. They got damage on him. Perfect. Now, we do have the strategy in mind now. It's something I called out. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep going around to their spawn. I do have Mida out. I can play those long-range angles. Obviously, Beagle putting in work as well. Those shots, look at that. His head wasn't even on my screen in that moment. Please, go back like 10 seconds now. Slow it down if you have to. his head was not even visible for me, and he's hit me 3 times in the head. I really hope that certain things like that get fixed in Destiny 2. The field of vision is just objectively terrible. But I digress. Yeah, I sound like Cammy Cakes now. I've watched only a handful of videos of his recently, but the whole "but I digress" thing is so easy to catch on to. So what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word right now. It just makes so much sense. So easy to pick up. It articulates so well. But I did say I was going to go around, and I wanted them to hold them at bay. I was going to try to go around for giant flank. I do get 1 kill. They ended up getting a kill in that time. And then now here I am. I have to kill the last guy who pushed up. Unfortunately, I did not know he pushed up like that to my right until a little too late. I wasn't getting any callouts, and I just saw a blinker on my radar at the last moment. End up having to swap weapons mid-go and finish him off. Thankfully, it would have been quite a stronger push had the guy not seen me just for a moment as I was passing through mid, so he knew to be back there. And then it would have been a bit stronger if I was called out where exactly that final guy was that he was pushing up to glass. There we go, getting some shots up here. That was kind of instinctive that we went up. Oh no, actually I did call out I wanted us to go up here this time to play it differently this time. It's very important to change up your strategy. So that caught him off guard, I believe, and we were able to get some shots. Unfortunately, it ended up not working out too well for us. We did lose one, and did not take any of them out ourselves. I'm not entirely sure how I want to play right now. I'm playing a little bit too passive, playing a little too long on the game, but I believe they have 2 supers anyway, so the worst they get back is a self-res. It's important to try to win this round out in this moment. I do get that sticky grenade on the Novo. That is one of the things we were worried most about. So now I'm going to go ahead and push in here. They went ahead and stuck me with that. I'm considering using my self-res. I told him, the carry, to run up there and go for the super. Unfortunately, he couldn't get his Nova off. He is running Nova. If he had gotten that Nova off, I would have been able to self-res if need be. He might have also just been able to get my res up himself. He also might have just Nova bombed both of them. Unfortunately, he was weak. I would have expected him to, maybe get some health back first, but it did not happen. We wanted to push back there. You saw us push back as that was the Titan that was pushing forward in that moment, and the Titan does have still smash. We were also worried it might have been the Nova, but it was the Titan. I believe it is the Titan has smash. I do know that that is the Nova pushing in, so we do get him killed 1 for 1 there, basically. This guy's one shot. I get that off. There we go. It's just me versus the Titan. He is going right. I'm going to look that way. I'm going to get my revive as while I can, and now I'm going to go ahead and try to simply range him down with my Mida while I have overshields on. It made it a much safer play. He couldn't icebreaker body hit me. And then hot swap to his other gun. I do think he actually did use a super. I did miss that part of the play-by-play. He's already used his smash or somehow, because he does not have it at the moment. At least he didn't have it there, and there's no way he doesn't have it when his team has been winning this late into the game. Rounds have lasted too long. I do make my play out here to try to kill the guy I can. I did get that guy down. It's 4-4. We got to make this happen. Our buddy goes and whiffs that Nova. He kills me off the lag. I self-res at the same time that that guy self-reses. I knew it was happening. I knew he might do it, and I just simply Mida him down for the finish. I stayed calm and collected, and the hype was pretty real when that moment happened. Shout out to Beagle for playing up on that. He was playing well most of the time there. I did kind of take lead on that game specifically. Those were kind of my strategy making plays right there. The decision to go around to their spawn isn't new, and I know Beagle knows it as well. I simply brought it to our attention in that moment, and it plays out very well, guys. I think you guys, honestly, if you want to try to win the most on this map, you're going to have to make that decision right there to just drop your spawn side entirely, especially if it's just a complete, if they know how to play or push that spawn side, and they rock you the first round. It's very, very important to ensure that you completely throw the book out the window, completely change how you're going to play the rest of the game, because for the most part, that side, the rock spawn, has direct advantage over locker spawn or stair spawn, excuse me, and it's a terribly designed map, objectively terrible, and so just throw the book out the window, go to their spawn, just play through the tunnels, get around them. If they try to meet you in tunnels, you know, you can have better odds there. Maybe if they try to meet you in tunnels, then back up and go up into the middle, or back over to locker spawn. Or if they try to meet you in tunnel, obviously they'll meet you down only one tunnel. Try to go down the other side. Or just if they try to meet you in tunnel, just, you know, go up through middle if you have that opportunity as well. Really play where you can have advantage better than they can. Don't play where they have such a direct advantage, both on aggressive play and on passive play if they so chose. Yeah, that's the most I can really say. Just throw the book out the window on this map, because if you're going to play by the book, if you're going to try to pull your typical advantages that you would on any other map on this map is so asymmetrical that if you get locker spawn, 9 teams out of 10 will know how to play you and have the higher odds of winning. Obviously, you know, weak teams will still lose, but, you know, any strong team, if you ever run up against a strong team or an equally matched team in trials and you get locker spawn or stair spawn and they got your number, just do what you can to screw them up as best as you possibly can. But other than that, guys, this has been Invicta TV. I will be posting a game tomorrow that is Blade Dancer. I went Blade Dancer on a map for this on a card for this map, and it was doing pretty damn well. I want to do that video, and then I actually think I'll be done with trials videos for this map. I already have like 6 good games, and I know I still got good games, even though I hate this map so much, and I really had a kind of a terrible weekend. But I don't want to do too many play-by-plays on this map specifically. I would rather just get on to regular matches, regular play-by-plays. I have another Iron Banner game I still want to post. I have a control game that I played on Kenzie's account that was really good. I almost got a wee run out of medals simply with Hawksaw, like not even using special much, if at all. And there's some things I want to get out there, and other videos I want to be making. Just kind of waiting till Destiny 2 beta comes. Am I right, guys? Anyway, hopefully you guys can take some of this to your own gameplay. Hopefully you guys can learn something, get some insight into how to play this map for Trials of Osiris, and maybe just some decision making that might help you with the rest of your play. But until next time, guys, this has been Invicta TV, and I'm out. Bye. If you guys are looking to support my work, please head over to patreon.com/InvictaTV. You can subscribe for $5 to participate in a monthly giveaway of $50 or more, as well as earn double the chance on Trials of Osiris raffles over on my Twitch. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate the support.